And we're live.
Anybody else coming in tonight?
DoughBoy said he was going to try to make it, but I don't know if he's on the road or if he's just got other things going on.
Yeah. Let me try and relaunch the game here, see what happens.
Hello, boys. Hey, Spectre, how you doing?
Spectre?
Good. Good. So I want to know, Rockhound, how do you top this one?
Which one?
The trailer?
Oh, the trailer? Which trailer? Mine or the one you did?
No, the one you did.
Hey, Eli. Hey, Ryan.
Actually, I gave it three or four attempts before I got it where I liked it.
I'm not even at the same level, buddy. You can't even put me in the same sentence.
Well, I'm working on my map. I'm hoping my map will top that one.
Which trailer is this?
I reskinned the cargo bull for me. Alright, I can come in now. The password is still, oh goodness.
Don't say it out loud.
No, I'm not going to. I'm trying to.
Yeah, that's what the old one was.
Yeah.
Hey, Rubber Burner. Too bad you're feeling bad. Rubber Burner's in chat. He said he's feeling bad. He can't come in. You won't make us sick, though.
Oh, man.
Hey, Kyle. How are you doing? Mark? Hey, what's up? Did you post a picture of this trailer? I'm thinking I remember a trailer from a couple of weeks ago, but maybe
Yeah,
something else.
It in one or two of the chat channels.
Okay. I think I've seen it.
It's the POW trailer.
I'm missing the custom road train and the big M.
Well, get it real quick, buddy.
I don't think I updated the Big M.
Alright, now, since I'm missing the water pump too, I'm using that on Mavericks.
Hey, Genetic J, how are you doing? Yeah, Eli, you caught me. I was having a ho-ho roll or whatever you call those little Debbie things that's got the cream in the middle. I didn't think it was that loud.
Go grab some tea. I'm loading in now. Be right back.
You like that water station? I modded it and made it free.
So the version I have is
Well, if you got the version for me, yeah.
Actually, I got the version from Kentucky Farmer before I was even dealing with you.
Okay.
That came up. I didn't mean to.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I get it. I had figured out how to make it free, and then like, I don't know, a couple weeks later, I showed up on the mod hub. But the one I've got's the one I edited, not necessarily the one that's out there. Because I figured out in the XML where there's like a, if you put price equals 0, then basically your water becomes free. So I added that as a user attribute. And I tried to do the same tweak to the NLD Farm service truck. Make fuel and seed free, but it didn't seem to work the same way.
Take one of those service trucks and mod it for the tractor.
Well, I had heard from GTX mods that Farmer Andy had a service trailer with a mobile power washer on it from 15, and that Andy was expecting he was expecting Farmer Andy to release a version for 17 at some point.
The way I look for mods is I type in what I want and I click images and move the picture first. I don't know why, I just do it. And there's a bunch of trailers out there that have pressure washer in the photo on the back of the trailer, but none of them work. They're just there for show, it looks like. I've tried about 5 different mods that are that way.
Alright. Hey, my
Is there a,
tractor.
is there a list somewhere of your mods or Miles? You sent me that a while back.
You want me to send you the link again? Or it's up in the pinned in stream team, it's pinned.
Okay.
Alright, where are we? Because I missed a couple episodes.
Well, you know, when you take a couple weeks off, like we all did, it's kind of, yeah, where are we?
Where are we at?
So I had to wait for the PDA to update before I could figure out where the heck we were at. I'm down on field 37 fertilizing. It's plowed. We still have to plow field 34. That's the last field on the map that we haven't plowed.
Okay.
All the fields on the left of the river are cultivated. The fields basically south of 30 are in various states of either plowed or cultivated. So we could seed anything across the river, or we could or we could plow field 34.
Yeah, I'm looking for a plow right now. I'm gonna go ahead and get that taken care of.
They're all staged down at 34. There's 3 of them.
Okay.
Give me a minute, and once I'm done spraying 37, I'll go down there with you.
Uh-huh. Ooh. I got the
Clouds are rolling in.
Yeah, I got the little hand tool checking out the. I haven't been able to really figure out how that thing works, but.
Bleep, 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 bleep.
Yep.
Yeah, well, it shows you the growth state. It shows you, in theory, the moisture level of the crop.
Right.
Fertilization level.
Cool. Well, look, can you give me 1 minute? I'm gonna get my my recording started, and then
Yep.
I'm not streaming yet, so I'm gonna start my recording because I'm fixing to start plowing here, and I will do my little introduction and be done. All right, welcome back, everybody. Rockhound Mods back together with my buddy over here, Farmer Klein at Upper Mississippi River Valley. We are ready to go.
You ready?
I'm ready, man. Let's go. Let's get this done.
Let's get back to the groove. I tell you.
Good to be home, ain't it?
That's right. You know, you go on vacation, and I put that in chat somewhere, but it's like when you go on vacation, and the last day of vacation, you're just thinking, man, all I want to do is get home now.
Yep.
And then you get to the house, and you're like the wife. The first night you're back to the house, you sit in the bed, and you're like, oh my gosh, I forgot how wonderful the bed feels. Because no bed is better than the bed you've got at the house.
You ain't lying.
So we are back at the home, and it just feels right.
You bet it does.
You know, the whatever that South American map name's called, it was it was fun and all, but it's not. It's not. It's not the States.
No, it's not.
And this
I
map
like
works
the,
out.
yeah, and I like the equipment to come with it. I haven't really had a chance to mess with it. Been modding a lot lately. Took a couple episodes off from playing this map with you guys, but got in it and looked around it, but haven't really had a chance to actually play the map yet. But it's good to be home with y'all back on Upper Mississippi River Valley, sure.
Did you see the new map, No Creek, that
No,
that's been out? It's the first iteration, I guess the beta you could call it, was put up maybe a week ago.
okay.
And looks like he's going to put out a second version here very soon. It's got some fixes and a couple things.
Right.
Old Guy Farmer did a couple videos of it.
Okay.
It's basically based in, I think, Missouri.
Right.
It's another one of those M states, so it might be Missouri. But it's very similar in look and feel to this map.
Oh, cool.
Now it's a pretty basic map.
Right.
Because it is as real to the area as possible. He's basically overlaid Google Earth.
Right.
And the Google Earth image is the PDA.
Cool.
And he says that all the fields you own at the start are fields that his family owned on their real farm. And there's neighboring fields, obviously, that you could buy.
Right.
But it's a fairly basic map, not from to say it's simple, but from the standpoint that the only thing on the map are fields, your farm, cows, so you can't do pigs or sheep. There's one sell point. And that same sell point is where you get your animals and where you get to shop.
I'll be dang.
Hey Joe, what's up? Right? Hey Kyle. Hey Rob. Yeah, it's not, you know, there's no BGA. There's no there's one sell point. There's not a bunch of sell points.
What kind of crops we're talking about? Is it something that's just based in that area, or
so on the main farm, your silo only takes, I think it only takes corn, soybeans, and wheat.
Okay.
You're free to grow other crops, and the sell point will buy anything that you grow, minus sugarcane, obviously.
Right.
Oh, and he recommends the Midwest Geo, so that's minus sugar beets.
Right.
But your local farm silo will only take the crops that they grew growing up, which was corn, I think soybeans, and wheat.
Ah, gotcha.
Hey, American Farming, how you doing?
Well, that sounds pretty interesting.
Yeah, I'm looking out for it. I was gonna do a video on it, but now that I've heard that he's gonna fix a couple things, the first iteration didn't have a bale sell point. No place on the map to sell bales. So he's gonna add a bale sell point up, basically at the sell point location.
Yeah, you gotta have that.
Well, Guy Farmer was doing it, and he was like, I can't find a bale sell point. I don't think there is any.
Well, if you got the cows in there, what do you do for power food?
Well, you'd have to make them.
Yeah, you just have to do them and let it ferment in the bales then, right?
Yeah.
I got you.
Or replaceable, you know, but
yeah.
But just saying, like, if you would make extra bales, there would be no place to get rid of them.
Right.
Or if you wanted to do silage bales for some quick money or easy money.
Right.
I'm doing pretty good, American Farming. Yeah, 34 is one of the bigger ones. Not the biggest, but it's one of the bigger ones, so we'll be on here for a while.
Oh, I found one of those hidden invisible walls here. We got Spectre coming in maybe tonight. Maybe DoughBoy show up will help us out.
I'm hoping. I don't know if Spectre just dropped by to say hey, or if he was trying to get the mods. He's been over on Kentucky Farmers multiplayer server with Mavericks Multifruit.
Yeah, he sent me a link. I got all that stuff downloaded, but I just never got in over there.
Were you having trouble or no?
No, I'm not having trouble. I just been hitting my my new map. I've been kind of hitting that hard here lately. It seems like I spend a whole day off working on that map, and I don't seem to get anywhere. It's so big. But it's time consuming, you know. I'm a stickler for detail. And if something ain't right, I'm gonna take it out and start over.
Kyle in chat made a good comment. I was checking the guy that did No Creek. I was checking his Facebook earlier, and he had pictures. He's got it. He's working it out to when it rains. Certain low parts of the field will collect the water, and the water level will rise in that area of the field. And I guess over time the water level will drop, you know, so that it's not standing water anymore.
That would be cool.
So that aspect is very realistic.
Well, it would have to. It couldn't have the trigger in it. Couldn't be, you know, it'd have to be just like a deco, I would think. Otherwise, if the map filled up, you wouldn't be able to go nowhere. You'd be underwater.
Yeah, I don't know. Somehow you can, I guess, somehow you can incorporate a movable water plane. I don't know. Or maybe it doesn't move. Maybe it just is there and then it isn't there.
Well, you can make anything move with a script. Depends on what it is. It don't really matter what it is. But there's the real water plane has a on create user attribute associated with it. All right. So when you drive under the water plane, you know, you lose your vehicle and whatnot. You take that attribute out, and it's just a water plane, and that's how you're able to drive through the water here on this map without losing your vehicle.
Oh.
And then all you have to do is set that transform group where that plane is at to move a certain level during rainfall, like with your fill planes. Say on your liquid manure, it will rise and lower as it fills up, and as you empty it.
Yeah.
So the more it rains, the more, you know, that level can move up. You have numbers you set for high and low, so it will rise up to no more than the maximum height number that you have set in the user attribute. So that could be done. That's pretty interesting.
We're down here on 34 plowing, Spectre.
All right.
Welcome, Spectre.
Howdy.
Welcome home. Welcome
right.
home, buddy.
Hey, it's great to be back.
I'm gonna GPS this thing.
They gonna GPS it? All right.
Are the plows up here by the church?
Everything's staged over here where we're at, buddy. There's one more over here.
Is there a tractor?
Yep.
Hang on a second.
It's a Rockhound special.
Yeah, if you don't mind driving my raggedy old John Deere. I think I got you copied there, buddy.
Alright, we'll wait till Spectre. Here he is.
Hey, if DoughBoy can drive it, you can drive it, right?
Oh, you mean DoughBoy's been in this one?
He's been in one of them. I'm not sure which one.
I'm gonna go get the class then.
All right.
Alright, we'll wait on you.
I'm kidding.
What I would wish they could do is like the mud mod. If mud would be there after it rains, like 1 or 2 days after a rain, mud's there and then it goes away.
Right.
You know, because constant mud is a bit bit
too
annoying.
much. Yeah, it can be. I agree with
Um,
that. I'm sure it could be written into the script.
you
Somebody
know,
will come up with it.
the map that I am, the map that I'm doing after churn, has got mud, and I was very close to taking it out, but I decided to leave it in this time. I definitely took the mud out of Churn Farms, and
Oh, okay.
I completely forget about the fact until people messaged me and said, "How did you get rid of the mud?" Then I remembered why I got rid of the mud, because it was oh
Everywhere.
oh my, it would drive you wild. But I think it's exaggerated with the ground response mod,
Right.
because the tractor just sinks down in it and it just slides all over the place. There's like
Oh man.
zero traction. Um, so I'm deliberately leaving the mud in on this other map. And, you know, I might go 8 days with no rain, and the mud's still, when you drive through it, it's still splattering all over the place. And
Oh man.
but I'm learning to
Right.
drive through it. I'm learning to deal with it, and it's not near as bad on this map. And thankfully, the map author seems to have put the pig mud texture down
Right.
wherever the mud really is. So, you know, if you're approaching some pig mud, you can probably guess that it's probably mud there.
Right.
Speaking of mods, did you see that in the giant mod hub, there's now a mod for the bale stacking challenge?
No.
Yeah, I think it's, if it's not the map that they used, it's an iteration that's like that map.
So you've actually seen it or no?
No, I didn't try it.
How did we miss a little bit there?
I'm doubling back at it.
Okay. I'm gonna skip a row, Spectre, and then you can come back up behind me.
Hey, dude, man, how you doing?
Man, I'm building this new truck shop for my new map, and I'll tell you what, the texturing is just got me boggled. I gotta learn a new trick on texturing. Trying to figure that one out. I about got it, but it has to do with UV mapping and everything, and it's very tricky.
Talking to the wrong guy.
Yeah. Talking to myself, I guess.
I'm learning.
You never know. You never know.
Great, dude.
You never know who you might have in chat, though. Somebody might have some good suggestions.
Yeah. Your trailer looks really good, Spectre. I'm really impressed with it, dude.
It's got some problems. I gotta talk to you about that sometime.
I figured out one of the problems with
Well, I guess I can't turn the wipers on.
Farmer Klein is, you know, we noticed the texture was clipping a little bit on the side.
Yep.
There's a
Yeah.
there's a bump map and a specular map. I took them out and they quit doing that.
Well, does that mean it doesn't get dirty anymore?
No, it'll get dirty. Oh, without the specular map, no, it won't get dirty. But the bump map, the normal map, where defines the bumps and the ridges and whatnot, I took that out, and I'll have to try to put the specular map back in it. I'm gonna clean up this little bit of area that got skipped here.
Yeah, that's me. I kind of forgot to lower the plow there.
Ah, it happens. You know, you go on vacation for a while and you come back and forget how to work the tractor.
So, how many cows do you think we should get?
I thought we were talking close to 200.
200 doesn't seem like enough.
Now we want to go 250.
I need to check my calculator and see how much 500 needs.
Don't think we'll go home, right?
I was thinking about going with a herd.
There you go. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Let me check real quick while we're discussing this and see if we think it's realistic or not realistic.
Doable.
Doable. That's what I should say.
Well, I'll tell you, with all this crop we got planted in the ground and grass and everything, we should be able to keep up with it. As long as we got the help.
All right, so 500 moo-moos in 24-day seasons.
I've got to get that spreadsheet. I've been meaning to do that.
We're going to need about 420 bales of hay, 420 bales of straw, and we're not going to do silage bales. We'd only need 210 silage bales, and that's if we did a mix of 50% hay, 25% silage, and straw for our power food. Let's see here. Every 3 days, we would need to give them Christmas 94,000 liters of TMR in spring and summer, and 105,000 liters in autumn, and 126,000 liters in winter. So how many loads of that 16,000 liter mixer is that? Oh my gosh, that's a lot. I think we're gonna need that giant mixer, that 64,000 liter mixer. Then we'd mix it up 2 giant loads every 3 days for winter, 500 cows. We would need 3,360,000 liters of TMR over the course of a year. Maybe 500 is too many.
Try 400 and see what you come up with.
Uh, 336 bales of hay and straw. And need to mix up 75,000 liters of TMR in summer, 84,000 in autumn, and 100,000 in winter.
We can do that.
We need 42,000 liters of straw every 3 days in winter just for bedding. 42,000.
Whoa.
So divided by 4,000 is how many bales of straw there?
11.
So that sounds fun. 400. I need to make a whole ton of bales. This here, Sean asks, have you checked? I haven't heard of Pine River Acres. Where's that at? Where's that at? River Pine Acres. I haven't seen that.
You're right over there, Spectre.
Yeah, he's caught on the guy wire.
There you go. Go ahead, I'll let you.
Genetic J wants us to do 500.
Is he challenging us?
It's a lot easier when you're not mixing up TMR.
Yeah.
Well, the new map, I've got 180 cows to start out with, doing 15-day seasons. Is it like on a Facebook page or is it on a mod site, Sean? Someone's talking about a map called Pine Acres, Pine River Pine Acres or something. Y'all heard of some map that says Pine River Acres?
No, sir. I have not.
Are you in my Discord, Sean? Because it won't let you put links in YouTube chat. Alright, so we'll do somewhere between 400 and 500 cows. We'll see.
All right, there, Spectre.
Yeah, for some reason I lost the course boy. I had to recopy yours.
Oh, okay.
There you go, Sean. I put
How's the fertilizer looking?
that's an invite to my Discord.
That needs to be fertilized.
Well, what we learned is anything that's cultivated can't be fertilized because that seems to be a bug. Anything plowed other than that field that I just fertilized 37, so anything other than 37 that's plowed should be fertilized. And then we're good. Because once we'll seed and fertilize, and then we'll basically have to wait till a first stage of growth before we can do anything else.
Okay, but once we plow the field, we can fertilize it, and then plant, and then cultivate, and then plant, and then when you plant, you get fertilizer, right?
Right. So we'll have 2 stages.
Right.
Before first growth.
Yeah, first growth stage, we come out and fertilize again.
How did I get so far ahead of you guys?
I lost the GPS course. Had to reset and all that. It was me.
Spectre's rusty. He's been on vacation too long.
Well, he's been playing on, I don't know about, I'm sure Mavericks has got GPS, but when he was playing over in South America, you know, we didn't have any of that fancy mod stuff.
That's right.
That's why I didn't. That's why I didn't sell the bales. I didn't have a fancy auto load trailer to just grab them off the stacks. I was surprised that we actually, after all that work, we were negative money. I guess it was all the money we, dumped in seed and fertilizer. I guess.
Without the mods. So
Yeah, when we started the map, I put 15 million in.
right.
And after I sold everything, including all the starting equipment, we were only at 12 million something. So we lost
money on that map, didn't you?
Yeah, we lost like 2.5 million, but it must be seed and fertilizer.
Those sugarcane harvesters are expensive too, aren't they?
They were, but I sold them back. I mean, we would have lost some money on them. But
Should have leased them, man.
you know how many hours some of that equipment had on it?
No. How many bales did you wind up making over on that map, Spectre?
That one field on Broad Acres made like 5,000 bales.
Wow, I saw that picture you posted. That's insane, dude.
That was me with the 2/3 of the field already collected.
Is that 16x map?
Yeah, that's that Australian one.
Wow. That's crazy. You had help, did you?
Nope, I was playing that on single player.
Oh my goodness.
We actually have a good GPS course. We're not smacking discs.
Yeah, it's perfect. Somebody knew what they were doing when they set it up.
It's a working width of 15.5, but of course this is the last field we have to plow. It takes 54 fields before we can figure out the right working width. Hey Anthony, how you doing? We might have been able to turn a profit if we harvested all the fields that were ready to harvest on the South American map, but there was still a fair number of fields that were ready to harvest that, you know, they got money off of.
Right.
So I think the rule of thumb now is, and somebody said this earlier, I think when we started this, is that sugarcane is not profitable.
Yeah, Duck said sugarcane wasn't worth it, but I'm thinking if you factor in the fact that you get 3 harvests off of
One field.
the planting, and if you go from the stance of paid to plant the first field, use the harvest off the first field to plant subsequent fields, then use harvest 2 and 3 off of the first field for profit, I think it could be profitable, but it is a ton of work.
And I hear there's 2 new modded sugarcane harvesters out now in the mod world.
Yeah, I saw a John Deere, and I don't know what the other one was. The other one was one of those potato harvesters that's just been tweaked.
Right.
The best part about that DLC is I think the tractors are pretty cool. The 2-star seeders are pretty nice.
Yeah.
Love me that little culti plow, that little 5.5 meter culti plow. That thing's awesome. And it cultivates at like 10 or 11 mile an hour, and it gives you the plow bonus. So it's like plowing a field at 10 or 11 mile an hour. It's awesome.
Cool.
I mean, this thing plowing at 9.
Yep.
And those sugarcane trailers, you can dump
Really?
you can fill the trailer up with silage, and you can take it over to the digester and dump the trailer load in.
Cool.
You know my favorite piece.
The fertilizer.
Yeah, I like that overloader wagon. I think that's awesome.
Oh yeah, that one
Looks
too.
cool.
Yeah, the overloader is pretty cool. The only knock against it is that it's a dolly trailer. But if you never have to back it up, then you're good to go. Hey, we're almost done this field.
Yeah, thanks for getting the extra help in here with Spectre. It went pretty quick.
Each pass is 45 meters.
Yep.
Alright, Sean put a link to that map in Discord if you all want to check it out. I'll be
seen it pop up, man.
I'll be checking it out later. Kyle says those sugarcane harvesters are junk. Guess he's checked them out.
The modded ones?
Yeah, I guess. He says they're junk Spectre, so that's about the only thing I can think of that we were talking about that would qualify as junk. He wouldn't he wouldn't be calling the overloader junk, that's for sure.
I don't know what it is, but I'm going to get into trouble with a lot of these John Deere guys, and that's the fact that I don't think there's a decent looking John Deere skin mod out there. For some reason, all the John Deere mod skins, they look weird to me. They just, I don't know. And that was my first impression when I saw that John Deere sugar beet harvester.
Well, I don't think John Deere makes a sugar beet harvester. In real life, that is.
Now, I think the model on this 9620 is pretty good. But
Yeah,
I wasn't too cool on the little harvester picture that I saw in on YouTube today. I didn't watch the video.
This model was tweaked though, was it not?
What
You
model?
doctored this one up, did you not, Rockhound?
just the paint job. I didn't mess with the interior at all. All the IC was in it.
He painted it black.
I painted it black and stuck my name on the side of it, dude.
I could
Tightened up the tires, huh?
I could buy the version that's unrockhounded. We've got it on the map.
Well, for every nice looking John Deere mod, and I've got nothing against John Deere mods, there's probably 6 or 7 of them that just look
Oh
awful.
yeah, oh yeah. There's a ton of junk.
Yep, there's a ton of junk.
But there's a ton of junk. Lots of stuff. I almost put that that CUDA in here to drive around Rockhound. Did you
CUDA?
remember that car I sent you the link to?
Oh yeah, I got it. I downloaded it. That's all.
Did you mess with it? That thing is sweet.
Beautiful. Yes. No, I'm not gonna tweak that. You don't tweak something like that. That's beautiful the way it is.
She's a bit too glossy, and she doesn't get dirty because
Yeah.
of who's the mod author. But it drives real good. It looks nice.
Yep. Got a pretty good interior.
I'm a big CUDA guy.
Oh, did you download it?
I had a 68 CUDA. That was my first car, actually. And the one that you're talking about is like a 71 or 72.
Yeah.
Somewhere in that time frame.
Right.
I've seen it. I've never played with that mod, but
It's a sweet little car, man. I got it parked in my garage, dude. We don't drive it. We just got it, but we got a cover over it. It's one of them plastic. You just look at it.
when you're playing seasons, you don't take it out. But if you're really the seasons, you'd be driving it all the time, right?
Yeah.
It's one of those cars you only drive when there's no rain in the forecast for a week.
And no snow and no ice, no dust. Guys, we done worked this out of a job here, it looks like.
Yeah, there's just one pass. I can take it. I can go down and back up and.
All right. That's
You
it
all
for
wanna-
plowing then, right?
Yeah. Want to grab? You want to spray or do you want to seed? Or do you want to cultivate?
I can jump in one of the AR frame trucks and come spray this field real quick, or whatever field needs to be sprayed. I'm sure we still got some more that need to be sprayed. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much anything that is plowed needs sprayed. Anything
Right.
that's cultivated needs seeded. But once
Any
I'm
place in particular you want to put these plows, since we're not going to be using them for a while?
they're just gonna magically disappear in a few minutes.
Oh, right off the back of my tractor?
Yeah, yeah. In fact,
Nice.
if you're staring at them at the right time, they'll just poof,
Magically turn to dust.
just vanish.
Where am I going?
And you can tell people that watch your recording. This video was unedited.
Yeah.
It
Trying to
truly
figure out
did
where
just
I'm going.
disappear.
You having a fire sale?
Yep. I have no clue where I'm going, Spectre. I ain't been on this map in about 2 weeks.
I'll tell you what, I'll just follow you and we both will have no clue where we're going.
That'll work.
Hey, Tiger Man.
Go find me a sprayer somewhere.
There's a sprayer by 37. There's a tanker over by 37. I don't know where the other ones are.
Let's see the tanker. Are they not up there by the chickens and the sheep farm?
Spectre might have his truck way over there on the other side of the map for all I remember. Like I said, we haven't fired this thing up since like November 9th or something.
You guys probably drove it into the lake and left it there.
Very possible. Alright.
I'm still waiting for him to disappear.
Trying to decide which way I want to turn here, Spectre. I think
So-
they're over there by the
Wait.
I could be wrong, but I think they're by the sheep.
There's a whole bunch of dots to the north of us there. On the map.
Yeah, you go in front of me. I'm completely lost. I'll follow you.
It's because you're moving. I need you to cease vehicular motion.
We've been ceased in
Oh.
vehicular motion for a while now until Rockow makes up his mind.
Oh well, it says it's in use. Disconnect it.
Mine's disconnected. There, it's gone. Spectre is gone.
Wow.
There, the vanishing act.
Now I can haul butt with this tractor. Alright, there's 2 trucks.
Hey Anthony, how you doing? We're over on UMRV.
There's a cultivator.
Yep. Cultivator sitting on the side of the road.
So I caught some the UMRV guys did a couple streams as of late, showing off one of their maps that they're working on, and they say that version 3, which will be the full release version of this map, is coming soon.
Cool.
So think some people had thought maybe that they had given up on it because they moved on to some other map projects, but said it is still coming very soon.
Cool.
Guess they got a few little bugs to work out. Probably those stupid sidewalks in town.
Yeah. Alright, I do see a fertilizer AR frame right there. Gotta find a truck to put under it.
You'll go grab that cultivator and follow you.
Alright. I'm jumping around. I'm gonna find one of my trucks. That's Farmer Cohen's truck. I don't know what that
Fine.
I don't blame you. I wouldn't take that one either.
You'd give me that fancy 3-axle thing you got over on Serenity Valley Rise of Industry.
Well, that's personal.
No. I was watching a video that had no voiceover. I think because I was at work and I couldn't turn it up loud enough. I'm pretty sure you were explaining it, but I couldn't hear a darn thing. I just saw you walk around the truck.
Yeah, I know the first 2 or 3 episodes, my mic wasn't even, I wasn't even paying attention to my mic, and I'm sitting there talking, yada, 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 and nothing. So, sorry about that.
And I'll come get my truck since no one else wants to drive it.
Alright, now. To go get my spray rig. Or my fertilizer rig. Oh, sorry about that, Inspector. I just knocked it in the ditch for you.
Alright, so fields 35 and 34 need fertilizing, and the field that Spectre's directly in front of needs fertilizing.
Okay.
Yeah, Anthony, you're not going to get UMRV on console, that's for sure, because it's a 4X map, and
Yeah, the extended
4X maps don't work.
The frame on a truck really looks a lot better under the AR frame, that's for sure. But I'll tell you what, it takes a lot to turn that thing around.
I was going to ask you if it increased the turning turning radius.
Indeed, it did. I need some fertilizer. It's the new version of the POW and my K100. It's got the extended frame on it. It was under that trailer I sent you a picture of.
Oh.
If you look at the truck, it's got the 3rd axle that raises and lowers, and the fifth wheel hitch moves back and forth.
Does it still take a fortune, an eternity to turn with it raised?
With it raised. Oh,
the axle.
With the axle does help turn it, but it still takes a lot. It's still got a bigger turning radius on it, but it still turns good like it did before, like this one does. It doesn't push. It's just the longer wheelbase. It takes more to turn it. Has a bigger turning radius.
Well, Ryan, I guess right now we're going to use in-game harvesters. I don't have any harvester mods activated.
Now for common distribution or not?
Not the triple axle, no.
Will it be or no?
I might do the POW truck, or I might make it a paintable version to release. What do you guys think? Should it be the POW or a paintable?
POW is fine with me.
Alright.
Paintable's nice too, but POW is fine.
Yeah, if you do the paintable, it'll just be all solid. It won't have no logos or nothing on it. The oversized load will still be there and all that.
So
I got me fertilizer.
Ryan in chat was wondering what harvesters we're going to use. So I pulled up the store, and it looked like we were going to use standard in-game harvesters because I don't see any. I don't have any modded harvesters.
Man, you should get
in the
northwestern headers.
In the download.
You need to get that northwestern header.
That's the giant thing that Duck was using.
Yeah, that's a nice header, dude. All right, where am I going here?
I'm in the no numbered field.
Yeah, I see you're behind me. I might go on down there to 34 that we just plowed up and get that one done. Get started on it anyway. But of course I'm going the wrong way. Really? Oh.
So, I watched your map preview of the map that you are working on now.
Oh yeah.
The one with the church in the little woods.
Right.
And the first thing that came to mind was the church in Walking Dead where they meet the priest.
Right.
Because it's like this little country church that's in the middle of the woods. So I'm like, oh, is that the Walking Dead church? Hey, Maxie, how you doing? All right, Kyle, I'll talk to you later.
No, it's not.
Well, I didn't figure it was, but I'm looking here at the first round on this field that I did. I see it's part cultivated, and I think to myself, was it cultivated when I just did this? And then
Nope.
I see a tractor in front of me cultivating. Thankfully, the working width on the tractor cultivator is just a little bit more narrow, or I'd be really confused.
I'm not going to lap you, so don't worry about it. Kidding. That thing moves a little faster than this.
Just a little. Well, I've determined that 15-day seasons, you really shouldn't play at 15 times speed because it's a little too quick.
It is.
Yeah, it's a little too quick with just 15-day seasons. In the new map that is going to show up here in about a week and a half, I start the map out in late spring.
Right.
So I did a bunch of prep work, and I've got videos recorded up through the first harvest of wheat and barley.
Right.
I basically had 5 days to harvest 4 fields, and
Wow.
the plan was to turn them around with soybeans,
Right.
so I could double crop. In the last 2 fields, it was like I had, I think, on one field, I think I had 6 implements running at the same time.
Wow.
I had the harvester, I had a grain cart, I had a fertilizer sprayer, I had a cultivator, and I had a seeder.
Dang.
And they were all working the field at the same time, trying to get that field turned around.
Wow.
Before I basically couldn't put soybeans in the ground anymore.
Interesting.
Obviously, it was a fairly large field.
Yeah. But as you've seen in my little sneak peek video, I've still got a lot to do on that map, dude.
Yeah, there's a lot of field definitions and a lot of work. You know,
There's
obviously
a lot
all
of real
the
estate there.
all the sell points.
Yep.
You know, got to be mapped out and decoed up. See, looks like you got most of the road work done,
It started.
or at least a
Only,
bit of road work.
I didn't take you to the other side of the map yet, where the other highway is going in at. But it's got to connect from that road there by the farmhouse all the way down to the other side of the map, which is the main highway. And then there's fields going in all between there. Oh.
Do you have an idea how many fields you're going to put in?
Oh, that one field is the biggest field on there so far, is like 36 hectares. And I'm probably going to have them up around anywhere between that size and maybe 50 to 60 hectares and smaller. I don't think there'll be anything bigger than 50 or 60 hectares. But the thing is, there's a lot of fields that need to be laid out there. But I really don't know if I'm going to stay true to the terrain and to the way the land's set up here. But because I like big fields. I don't like a whole bunch of small fields, and that's kind of what it is. So I'm still debating on how it's going to work. I'm going to say somewhere in between 35 and 60 fields, maybe.
Okay.
Serenity Valley's got 36 fields on it, and it's a 2X map. You know, but they're not real big.
I think I'm the wrong way. Yeah, I'm on the right way. Yeah, I think the biggest field on this map's like 30 some. Give you a frame of reference.
Yeah. I don't know. That one I got on my new map is 36, and it's not as big as these fields, and some of these fields. So these fields got to be bigger than that. I'd have to actually pull it up in the Giants editor to see how big these fields were.
Well, that's what.
If they're laid out right.
Yeah, that's what Courseplay was saying they were. Doing a headland.
Yeah. Hey. That was awfully close there, bub.
We didn't touch.
No. Thank God you got good brakes on that rig.
Alright, I'll start up and down runs beside you once you get here to the corner.
Okay.
Mark, we're going to be harvesting. We're not going to be harvesting a lot sooner than June. The plan is to be done this map in April. If not earlier. We're going to play through the end of autumn. There's no reason to go through 24 days of winter. That's just crazy talk. How you doing, Delta? How did your open server go?
Lock it in GPS. You close enough to copy?
Yep.
Alright.
noticed that that international cab over.
Yeah.
It's got some pretty nice running lights on it.
Oh.
I had it hooked up to that that Wilson belly dump trailer,
Right.
and it's got some pretty good running lights on it too, and it looked pretty sweet together.
That's the one you linked to me?
Yeah, yeah.
I've yet to look at that truck, but it looks cool. I have to open it. I did unzip it and look at it in Giants, but I haven't actually got in it yet to take it for a drive.
You mean that old one that you that I'm using too?
Yeah.
What that truck really needs is an adjustable fifth wheel, because some trailers just don't sit right on it.
That's why I threw one on the K100 for that same reason. Oh, look out for the guide wire. Oh, look out for the pole. That's why I like the liquid sprayers or the dry sprayers a little bit better.
Yeah, that fifth wheel seems low on that International Harvester. The big crampy Bandit trailer sits very, very funny on that thing.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, you think it sits low? I noticed on the Wilson, when you back the Wilson trailer up, it clips through the trailer.
Yeah,
As if it's so either that Wilson must sit low.
Well, yeah, each trailer has its own attacher point on it, okay, and if they're not exactly all in the same spot, each trailer's going to sit a little different. But I did add a rail to the extended frame and raised the fifth wheel hitch up a little bit.
I was talking when you back that International underneath the Wilson, you can see it clip.
Oh, I got you.
But once you connect it, it raises it up a little bit.
I got you.
But maybe that Wilson's just low to the ground.
Going around with another headland. Or are you finishing up the headland? That's right. That you came up behind me on.
I never started it. I'm doing a second one on this, at least on this
okay.
side.
All right.
That has the poles on it.
Right. Good call.
Give you more room.
Yeah, these sprayers are nice, but I like that one that dry sprayer's got the 42 meter spread on it. It don't hold as much as this one, but that can be fixed too. I have yet to get my streaming privileges back yet, so.
I was going to ask you more on that because that didn't make much sense to me.
No, I don't know what's going on.
What did it say?
Inappropriate content. I streamed for 1/10 of a second, and I guess it went public, and I guess they thought I was spamming. I don't know.
Oh. Send them a message. There should be some
I don't know how to send them a message.
easy way to take care of that.
I have a feeling their customer service department is not.
I've tried to do a contact thing. It just keeps taking me around the dang, jumping through hoops to get to something, and I just give up. So I'm making videos and uploading them.
Alright, I'll see if I can find something. Now, it did take them. Are you, which way are you going? Are you going toward, or are you going away from the poles?
I'm going toward the poles.
Alright, then I'm behind you. Skip one.
Alright.
And when I had that person that had reposted all those videos,
Yeah.
I had sent an email to the documented address, because basically their web form would only let me submit 10 copyright violations at a time.
Right.
Like if I need to submit more than 10, there's probably a problem.
Right.
But I basically had to submit like 70.
Wow.
So I didn't want to submit that form 7 times. So I sent him an email. In the email, I had all the same information that the form needs.
Right.
And I didn't hear anything back from him for like, I don't know, 4 or 5 days. So I went ahead and submitted one form with the first 10 videos.
Right.
And they took the channel down. I think the form is pretty much a robot. Because it wasn't immediate, but it was within 48 hours the channel was gone. And then like 10 days later to 2 weeks, I get a reply back from the email basically saying that the channel's been deleted.
Wow.
So it took, like 2 weeks for a human to reply back to that email.
Holy crap. That's crazy.
But if you do the form, it was like 24 hours, 48 hours for the robot to do it.
Well, I don't even know how to get to that form.
Well, yeah, and that form was for copyright stuff.
Right.
But what the form was asking for is it wanted a link to the offending video.
Right.
It wanted a link to your original video.
Right.
And then you had to pick, basically, is this an exact copy? Are they using excerpts? Are they using a logo, a graphic? What are they doing that's a violation?
Right.
And then you had to basically put 1 or 2 key sentences in that basically you had to say, like, I am I'm acting on behalf of the copyright holder, or blah blah blah. So I'm sure there's maybe some robot that somehow analyzes the videos to determine if it's exact enough to warrant pulling it.
Right.
But when the video is almost the same length and has your logo in the upper left corner,
Right.
it seems to be pretty obvious to me that it's my original work.
Right.
Hey, cows go moo. Rubber burner, they're probably still waiting to read your email. Now they are doing a new thing with respect to even uploaded content, where they tell you that it might not be appropriate for all advertisers.
Right. I've seen that.
But that's through some machine is doing it, because Delta Bravo's put some videos up where he's just had audio music.
Right.
And they come back and say, this content's not appropriate for some advertisers. And it's a flyover of a map that has music, like copy-free music,
Right.
as the audio track. And it's like, there's nothing offensive in this video.
No.
But you just click a button that says, review it. And they say it takes 1,000 views before they'll review it, but that's a big bogus. I've uploaded videos and they've not been public yet, and as soon as they're uploaded, they're flagged as questionable.
Wow.
And it's like, how, you couldn't have even seen the video to classify it questionable. So I just hit review, and a couple of days later, oh, the rain's done finally.
I didn't see no rain.
What?
I didn't see no rain.
It's been raining the whole stream.
Not for me, it hadn't. That's weird, because last time we got the rain on the server, I was able to see it too.
I vote for rain. I saw it.
I was kind of hoping for rain. I need my truck washed. Filthy.
Well, it didn't do anything for my truck. Still dirty. But the chrome...
Chrome looks good, don't it?
That chrome has got some real special sauce on it because
Yes,
she don't get no dirt on her.
It's got that Rain-X shine, buddy. It repels it right off.
You got the width on this one good too.
Yeah.
We're not smacking.
I like it.
Is it 24.9? I think it says.
Yep, that's what mine says. 24.9.
I went and shrunk my GPS HUD down to make it a little smaller, and it's wee little now.
Wee little.
Have any of you guys either seen a bug with GPS where you don't see the field markings on the field? I know there's this button where you can put them in 3 different positions, on, off, and above the crop, but...
If you hit F5, they disappear until you exit and come back in the game again. Yeah, there is a thing where you can make them disappear too. I think it's the same button, isn't it?
I haven't seen that one.
Okay, I'll try that with F5.
Well, that's more of an accident. You don't want to. That's not how you want to make them disappear.
Is there a correction for that accident? Because that's probably what happened.
You hit F5 again, and you'll see them, and you'll see a whole bunch of other junk.
Oh, okay.
But the button that turns them on and off, and cycles them, is above the dish.
Yep. I knew about that, but...
Yeah, that cycles the lines, right?
Yeah. Makes them visible, makes them above the field, or makes them go away.
Yeah, that wasn't my issue, but...
So if you're like Mark, who wants to do first person and you don't want to see the lines because you're trying to play super realistic, hide the lines.
You guys did a headline around this field, right?
Yep.
Oh, you're over. I see you now. So Sean in chat says that he just grabbed your POW truck.
Oh, thank you, Sean. I hope you enjoy it.
Hadn't got to use it yet. He says Cows Go Moo said that there's a surprise with the horn.
A surprise with the horn. Yeah,
should we tell him what the surprise is?
Yeah, let him find out for himself.
Did you hear it?
I sure did. Wake the neighbors with that bad boy.
Oh, I don't know if Rubber Burner's still in, but there was a video where DoughBoy came up right behind him and hit his horn as he was on county line. And it showed in DoughBoy's video, but Rubber Burner didn't have the corresponding scene from his video. He had edited it out.
Yeah.
And there was a comment that as if DoughBoy needed a new pair of pants after that. Or Rubber Burner needed a new pair of pants.
Yeah.
This horn, I think you would definitely get a shocker. I think about the Eustace Pharmer video where he talked about some guy he knew that had a truck that he put a train horn on, and he blew the horn and it cracked the windshield.
Yep. He did an excellent story on that. That was amazing. I got a copy of that video.
Oh, did you pull a personal copy for archival?
Yeah. That one's going in the books.
Well, once we get done this spraying, we'll grab cultivators and help you out.
Yep.
Rubber Burner says his pants were soiled.
Sorry about that, dude.
Well, maybe Rubber Burner can get over his sickness so he can come in and join us. He's the newest member of the UMRV team.
Yeah, he was in when I was off, wasn't he?
No, I don't think he's joined us yet.
Really? Well, we're looking forward to the day when he does. Him and DoughBoy both need to come on in. We can have our five-man team going.
Do you know of any known mod conflicts with the new version of Rise of Industry?
No, I did. I removed the embedded door trigger. I noticed some people were having some issues with the gates not wanting to work right. I removed that, and I had somebody tell me that fixed the problem. I do know that if you're using the seasons display mod, that will cause an issue, or the map won't load. Other than that, I haven't had any issues with it myself. But if somebody finds a problem with it, they need to let me know so I can investigate it.
Alright, Sean's in chat says he's got the new version and it won't load, but I don't know if he's using, maybe he's using the seasons display, or maybe he's using real seasons, I don't know.
Well, it works with seasons, but best thing to do is just create you a new mod map. Rename your original map to like mods original or mods origin. Create a new mod map folder and drop that map in that folder by itself, and see if it loads like that. And if it does, just bring in some mods for that map that you want to use until you find the one that makes it not work. That's my best advice to you on that. And then once you figure out which one it is, let me know, and I'll see if there's something that can be done about it. I have 289 mods in my folder with Serenity Valley, and I don't have any issues. Oops.
Yep, that's the exact troubleshooting I had to do with this map after we put the update on it.
Yeah.
It was the combination of seasons and the liquid fertilizer pack. It went straight at me.
Well, I skipped a row.
I thought I would finish this off.
Okay.
Guess I wasn't thinking. But at any rate, after we had I had an issue with seasons and the liquid fert pack in this map. Hottest thing, because seasons and a liquid fertilizer pack don't have any problem on any other map. It's just this one.
Right.
Check the stream. Got a problem.
I have to tab. Hang on a second.
You could say I'd maybe pulled a rubber burner on this one.
Uh-oh.
What are you trying to say? Wait for it.
I can see the underside of the truck real nice.
Oh.
Oh, dude.
Oh, look at the nice chrome work on the exhaust. Even under the bottom it's chromed. Very nice, very nice.
It's got that AR frame on it. That's why it did that. Normally it'll self-right.
Now I can show off all the nice animations underneath.
Hey, Klein. Guess what, dude?
What?
It's raining.
It's raining for you now?
Yes, it is.
Oh, it's nice and sunny for me.
Sunny for me too.
Yeah, it is raining on my map, dude.
Let's see here.
Wow.
Should I Kloss? Should I Case? Or should I John Deere? Let's have chat. Let's have chat decide. The beauty Kloss, the dirty Case, or the dirty John Deere? Oh, and welcome into chat there, Rubber Burner.
Thank you, buddy.
I heard your crackety chair long before you talked, though. You gotta oil that thing up. Grease her up.
No.
Well, nobody is putting their suggestion in.
I did. I'm just saying.
I thought we were doing a John Deere thing.
Where's the other cultivator at?
It's up here by the side, the truck on its side. Field 21, the farm for Field 21.
So guys, I need to take a quick break. I will be right back.
Are you just gonna leave the truck there?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
I'm back. The Rubber Burner, got a question for you.
Uh-oh.
You ever get that tractor reskinned?
Ah! Yeah, I spent like 30 hours on it, and then I said, nope, modding tractors and trucks just isn't for me. I'll stick to my maps.
Oh yeah, texturing can be a booger. Let me tell you, it's I'm having a time with this farm shop I'm building right now.
I wish I could figure it out. It's something that I really do want to be able to do. It's the one thing that I can't do, but man, it's a whole different kind of ball game.
Yes, it is. It's completely different than map making.
Yeah.
I bet it is. Field 21, you say, huh?
Yeah.
Alright.
Rubber Burner's learning how we do things over here on this channel. He asked if I was just going to leave the truck on its side. I said, yeah, sure, why not?
I'll come over there and smack it. It's because it's got that AR frame on the back of it.
See, now, if I did that on county line, DoughBoy would be up one side of me and down the other.
It's because you're trying to play county line with the story. We're just here to have fun and do stupid things on a giant map.
That's right.
That and DoughBoy's not here.
I'd have still left it on the side.
Hey, and it's his truck, you know. If it was my truck, I'd be upset. But it's not my truck.
I'm freaking telling.
I'll come smack it with the cloth and get it back up on its feet.
Well, me and Spectre got we're GPSing up and downs now, so
I'm working my way back to you.
when you get down to us, we're coming towards you.
I'm heading to 21 to pick up a cultivator.
Oh, there's a Colossus right up there.
Well, I jumped into one that was on the other side of the map, dude.
Well, you can leave that one there and pick up the other one.
Yeah, I'm halfway there now.
That's something else we do. We just leave tractors in random places. We still have a lowboy that we left probably like, I don't know, day 5 or 6 of spring.
Organization is not your strong point, man. I take it.
Oh, he did wonderful. On
Not for this map.
Valley.
Not for this
He did an
map.
excellent job. He does some awesome work, man. I'm seeing some sugar beets over here in this field that are up.
Sugar
Did you put
beets?
Sugar beets in field 30? What's in field 30?
30. They're not to put sugar beets in field 30.
What is in field 30? Is that... No, it's corn. Never mind. Never mind.
Let's see what my fancy whoopster says. It says it's corn.
Corn. I can tell that by looking at it. Let me find this cultivator here. This poor little K100 upside down. There you go.
Jeez,
Look
you
at
guys
that.
working the entire map?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Every field on it.
every field.
Wow.
4X field. We're working every field. We're going to plant them all. We're going to harvest them all. And we're going to have 450 cows. That's the number.
You guys are brave.
Brave? No. Stupid. Just like the description says. Just like the description says, we're doing something completely stupid.
Well, at least you're honest.
It's fun. That's all we're here to do is have fun and just see what the heck it.
Go big or go home.
We're gonna make billions on this map. And 90% of the map is in corn and soybeans.
Yeah, that's not commercial or anything.
Comes Rockhound, I see him.
Alright, so in an effort to continue to try to get rid of this cold, I need to go refill the cooler. Be right back.
Alright. Come on, get up the hill. You can do it.
Is it still raining on your side?
Yep. Yes, it is.
Is he gonna bring the rain with him or what?
Hold on, we got a nice partly cloudy day here. Cows Go Moo wants to know how everyone's Thanksgiving went.
Wonderful. How was yours, Cows Go Moo? I don't even know if I'm going the right direction. All this everything, misty rain and wind and.
You're cultivating cultivated field.
Yeah, okay, I'm one row over.
All
I see plowed field right next to me. I'll make sure it's done right,
right. Well, you'll fix it on the return trip.
I just fishtailed.
Hey, Farmer MH, how are you doing? Cal said his Thanksgiving was great. Didn't do anything but sleep. I guess seems he got himself into a turkey coma.
Yeah. Sleeping's good. I ate, watched the TV with the wife, modded a little bit, made a couple videos.
Sounds like a fabulous holiday.
It was awesome.
Much better than having to drive somewhere and do a whole bunch of things that you don't want to do because, well, it's expected of you.
Right.
And you just wait to be old enough to where things can be not expected of you anymore. Somebody's back.
I'm back.
Creaky old chair.
You know, it's been like that ever since I got the thing. It wasn't
get some WD-40, man.
It wasn't a cheap chair either. I'm kind of disappointed.
WD-40, dude. Cure for what's ailing you.
Mine don't creak because it's bolted to a platform and it doesn't move either.
You know what I really wanted to do when I first, thought out my man cave was get a Peterbilt trucking seat.
Ah, cool.
You know how expensive those things are to get a new one?
No.
Like $2,000.
Whoa. No.
Yeah. That's when I was like, no, thank you.
Find one in a junkyard and have it reupholstered, dude.
No, I thought about that, and then I said, no, it doesn't matter if you get it reupholstered or not. There's somebody else's sweaty bottom end for 500,000 miles. I think
or more.
Yeah, exactly. Wow, you guys are still in spring?
Day 21.
Yeah, we got 4 days left, man.
You guys have been doing UMRV for like 2 months now.
We took 2 weeks off, man. What are you talking about?
Yeah, and we only do this like twice a week.
Seriously, I'm gonna go back through you guys' YouTube and see when you guys started.
All right.
Well,
I know it's been a while.
We've only done it twice, about twice a week, and we do 2-hour runs, so, and there's an average between 2 and 4 of us doing it, and it hasn't been. It was me and Klein from the beginning for most of it, for the startup series, and then Spectres started joining us.
Yeah.
And then DoughBoy, and now you're fixing to start, so there'll be 5 of us. We'll be able to knock it out a lot quicker.
Yeah, that's true.
Well,
So, Farmer Klein, are there any other maps you're still doing the 24-day seasons challenge on?
it's not really a challenge. Everybody calls it a challenge. It was never a challenge. It was more of, can you do it or will you do it? Well, I've stopped doing churn. Videos are still coming out, but I'm not actively playing that map anymore.
Yeah.
Mostly because it's in the middle of winter, and I have to say, with 48 days of dreary and blah-looking map is a bit much for most anybody.
You really gotta have a map that you truly love to do it, to do something like that. And the problem is that it takes a little while to figure out whether or not you really like a map. And by the time you figure it out, it's almost too late. You're invested into it.
Yeah. Well, I really liked Churn Farms. I thought it was fun. Fields were not square fields. They weren't easy fields to do. There wasn't one field that was like another field. They were all different. So it was a really great map to do field work, and I found myself basically doing most of the field work, even off camera. There was about, at any one point in time, I might have had 2 hired helpers going with me.
Yep.
But then, you know, I drug into winter, and the only thing I have to look forward to is logging or just fast forwarding through the days. So I might fast forward and get into spring and do a couple spring videos, but I might not. But I moved over to another map. We're back in the States, and this time we're going to do 15 day seasons, just to change it up.
Right.
And I can tell you, after playing 24, 15, you've got to be, yeah, it's a much quicker pace than 24 days. And in fact, I think 15 times speed with 15 days, with the number of fields that I've got on that map, it is, you got to be booking it to get done what you need to get done.
Right.
I think 10 times speed on a 15-day season is a bit more
Realistic.
a bit more appropriate. Well, like I told you, on that one field,
Yeah.
I was down to so I had put in, I planted 4 fields in wheat, barley, and canola in early spring, and I was planning on harvesting those in early summer, and then with the Midwest Geo I could turn them around and put corn in. Well, mid-spring came and the crop never came up. So late spring came and the crop came up, but I'm like, well, there's no way they're going to be ready to harvest in early summer. So I went ahead and put a big field of corn in, and I basically said, well, if I can double crop, I can double crop in soybeans. Because with the Midwest Geo, you can plant up to the last day of mid-summer in soybeans. So midsummer came and all those fields were ready to harvest. So I had 5 days to harvest 4 fields and try to turn 4 fields back around, put soybeans in them before the end of mid-summer.
Right.
And first 3 days was pretty easy. I had rain the 3rd day, which meant I wasted half a day I couldn't harvest. So the 4th and 5th day of midsummer, I basically had like 5 workers. I had 5 hired helpers all working the same field, from harvest to fertilize to cultivate to seed, all in the same field, all at the same time. So if I had 10x speed, I probably wouldn't have been nearly as rushed.
Right.
Seasons is definitely a different kind of challenge, though. Because, like, I've been running Crawford Farms at 5x speed, 6-day seasons. And, like, during the spring, I found I didn't have enough time to do everything. Like, there was no way I was going to get everything done. I had to bring other people in to help me. And then through the summer, I was like, I'm not even going to bother live streaming this day or the next day because there's nothing for me to do.
Right.
It's way more realistic, and I do love seasons.
I do too.
It's a whole different kind of challenge.
Whole new ball game.
Yeah.
Yeah, so someone had posted they were going to do 21-day seasons because they didn't think 24 was they felt 21 was more realistic, or basically, I think it was their OCD that 21 meant 1 week seasonal transitions. So 7 days for early, 7 days for mid, and 7 days for late. So it's basically 3 weeks per season, you know. So I think it was just their OCD that was making them work that way.
Yeah.
But you know, 15 days is pretty good. Things are moving along very quick, you know. Kind of like 15 days. I'm just picking random durations the next few maps just to see how things work out.
I'm thinking next year I run Crawford, I'll run 9-day seasons.
Plan on the new map is to run basically from I start the last day of spring. I'm going to run through 1 full year, and then after autumn year 2, I'm not going to do winter year 2, so I'm just going to end it after autumn year 2, then move on to something else. The plan after UMRV is, unless something else happens, is going to be what is it? Clover Creek. Clover Creek.
Yeah, well, we each have our own.
Yep.
Farm.
Where all of us have up to 8. Have sectioned off areas of the map that are, quote, owned by them. That they farm, they run, they manage. The server will be up 24/7 at 24-day seasons at 1x speed. So if you can't get into play one day, well, you know, you got 8 other days or 7 other days to do maybe what you need to do before the next transition.
Right.
If you do jump on every day, I think you're going to overwork yourself. There's not going to be enough work for you to do, you know, to be on a lot every day.
Right.
But for those of us that record and stream, you could record and stream you know, a series off of it. And since it's multiplayer, just like with you and DoughBoy on County Line, it's gives some life to the map, because you might be working a field and you might see someone else working a field somewhere else.
Yeah.
Or you might see somebody drive their tractor down the road while you're doing something.
That's actually been one of our biggest challenges with that map, is we want to have we need to have other equipment moving at the same time as us. But because the fields aren't square, you can't use courseplay, of course, when you're running multiplayer. And that makes things very difficult, and we've talked to at least one person who's willing to jump in and just give us a hand while we're recording, which will be very helpful. But
yes, there are cows go moo.
Sometimes for us.
There should be at least 1 or 2 spots open. If you're not in my Discord, I can get you a link. And then the plan was, like, for big times where there's lots of stuff to do, like spring and harvest season, that we could basically come together and collectively help each other out.
Yeah, I like that idea.
But you know, if I have the pig farm and some fields that surround the pig farm, you know, my only goal is to basically care for the pigs, raise the crops that I need for the pigs. I might raise some, might do a couple fields in a cash crop that I plan on selling, but, or maybe, you know, if whoever's got the pig or the cow farm, if they need, you know, if they need more silage than they have fields for, well, then maybe I could plant a cornfield and, you know, quote, sell them the corn off of it when it comes time to chop it or something.
Right.
But we basically need to, when we prep it, and it's probably not going to be till April till we get around to it, because I want to do this map through autumn. We're not gonna take the map into winter, because that's just crazy. But we need to come up with and agree on the mods for the server. Then everyone will basically have admins, so they can go in and want to give everybody maybe, I don't know, 10 million in cash or something. And then that's for you to buy your fields and buy your equipment. And then you just run it.
I think I got the last of the strip guys coming back up to you.
Alright, well, I'm gonna let you guys go.
We're about ready to cut it anyway. It's getting to that 2-hour mark.
Yeah, it's past midnight for me.
We're about to jump.
But
We're about to do the jumps, yeah. I ain't jumped my truck in a while.
hopefully I'm feeling a little bit better on Wednesday. I presume you guys plan on going on Wednesday, yes?
Yes.
I am.
If you are and I'm feeling better, then I look forward to joining you guys for sure.
Same here, brother.
In fact, there's
Bring it on.
There's no reason we might not be on here a little more often this week. I'm not doing any racing this week, so I don't have any other commitments.
I got a couple of videos ahead on my Let's Play series. I made 1 or 2 more today, I think, and I'm good to go for about 3 or 4 more days, and then I got to go back to recording some more. But I can go whenever.
Spectre's teasing me with his truck, with his tractor. He could easily just take off and fly past me.
Oh, is he driving the John Deere?
Yeah, I can do 26.
I believe in road courtesy.
Yeah, you could just floor it and fly straight past me. I believe in making a road wherever I want.
Me too.
That and I don't know where I'm going, so. I can't do any worse when I was following Rockhound.
No. That's bad. Don't follow me, dude. I get you lost.
Must have got lost. What was that Jay Giles band?
Yep. Yeah, I was thinking when I did that sneak peek today, or yesterday, I was thinking about doing some flying in that Chevrolet, in that Silverado, but I didn't do it. You seen that levee on that map I'm working on? That's a perfect spot for that truck.
I saw that big hill that you came down.
Yeah, that's the levee.
And we take off.
Ah, I see how this goes.
What?
so realistic on this.
We don't play realistic. We play for fun. I mean, check the era that I get.
Are you in your truck or the Silverado?
I'm in the K100.
Ah, the flying truck.
Yeah, this thing well balanced.
It has wings for sure.
That was impressive, bro.
That truck can fly, my friend.
Here we go again. we start a little roll on that one.
I'm hanging upside down from a tree. Oh, I got to turn around here and get back to the water. Where you at, Klein? You coming back this way?
No, I'm over here on the hill just sitting. I'm going to grab the Silverado. It's because Mega Boss said I am colorblind, so I need that to without that I can't tell the growth stages.
I lost you. I can't hear you no more. What happened?
I stopped hitting the button. I see Spectre head over heels.
Well, guys, I'm going to wrap this recording up. Thank you all for watching. Appreciate you coming out. And you like what you see, hit that like button and possibly hit that subscribe button. I sure would appreciate it. Y'all have a good one and catch you next time.
I gotta get out my crop. See the fun you can have once you get over being sick?
That's right.
Yep, this is true.
You're missing out, bud.
I buried these 2 tires.
Silverado goes everywhere.
Need that thing on its spin tires.
Look at my back 2 tires, though.
I gotta figure out where you are. I'll come over.
Oh, man, I'm upside down. Oh, well.
That's all right, not important.
I'll free you out of the ground. Or did you finally know you're still in the ground? Here I come.
Whoa! Now I got 1 in the ground.
My roof's in the ground.
Where are you at?
Right behind you.
Let's see it.
You see me?
Yeah.
There's Spectre.
Oh shoot, there's a fence.
Oh, you missed me, dude. Come on, up right there you go. Oh.
This isn't Farm Sim. This is Crash Up Derby Sim.
This is rednecks, man, having fun, dude.
Alright guys, that was
That's
fun.
a bunch of rednecks having fun.
So we'll be back at least on Wednesday, if not sooner. Just check the channel. I'll schedule up the video. So check, and when you get the notification that it's been scheduled, you'll know.
You lost your truck. What did you do? Leave it down in the ditch?
Yeah, I dropped it. I was closing out of the stream. So until next time, guys. Happy farming.
Oh, I'm on the roof. Ah, check it out.